What's up, you wild slugs? Today's rant is far overdue, and it's about certain high school and college courses. What I'm specifically talking about is like, calculus or pre-calculus or trigonometry. You know it's a scam in college when they tell you to take the same classes you've already taken just for a major that you're never gonna use anyway. But things like, like pre-calculus when you learn, parabola, cosine, tangent, you're graphing the y, x, z axis. You're doing those, what do you call them? Exponential formulas, I think? Where it literally takes up like the full page, line after line, a full entire page just to get to the answer. Here's the crappy part about this. Why do you ever need to learn this bullshit talkings? You're literally never gonna use it in your life. This is something you're never gonna freaking use. It's like, when is this ever gonna come up in life? Never. Am I ever gonna freaking know any of this, outside of class? No, I'm gonna forget all of it. When are you ever gonna sit down in a job like, Mr. Krebsmanschmachens? Yeah, so I graphed the thing and I shaded the left side of the graph. So as you can see, the parabola, the graph goes like this at the 0.05 tangent over 4x, the square root of, it's gonna be over, when? So the only reason you would ever need to know that is when you're going to teach it to someone else, which pretty much translates to, it's good for nothing unless you're gonna teach it to someone else. But if you're gonna teach to someone else something that's good for nothing, they're learning something that's good for nothing. You're spreading nonsense. Our teachers should be fined. They should be handcuffed, and it should be illegal for them to teach good for, think about it. That's the opposite of what teachers should do. So it's like teachers are teaching things you're never gonna use. So it's technically not teaching you anything. So they're technically not teaching. So they're technically not doing their job. They should technically be fired. Or does it work around just because if you're learning something that's good for nothing, learning still means that they are teaching you something? I'm confused. Because if you learned what they taught and didn't teach what they could unteach, since it's good for nothing, what you're learning and being taught is teaching something that's not taught for anything good you should be learning and could teach someone else. So it's an endless cycle of teaching taught students nothing. And then comes the day of the tests. You're like, oh, look, I did all this work and boxed my answer. And then the teacher's like, I'm sorry, Kenneth, but you did get the right answer. You did. But there was one part of the formula you missed and you kind of skipped showing your work. So I'm going to have to minus points off of that. What does that even mean? Have you guys had that happen before? You get the right answer, like I got the right answer, and she takes a point off because she said, I skipped a part where I was supposed to show my work. If Gordon Ramsay prepares you a fantastic seafood lobster dish and you eat it and it's delicious, are you gonna be like, you know what? I'm actually gonna vomit this food back up because I want you to show your work of how you got there? What does it matter when you got the answer? It's that infamous question. You should raise your hand and ask the teacher, when are we gonna ever use this in life? And watch them go, well, not exactly, if your teacher's honest, they'd say never. Unless you're gonna teach it like I am, never. So why do schools stress out about exponential formulas, but none of yous know, the details of leasing a brand new car, or things you're gonna run into in life where you actually need to know what to do, and they haven't taught you that. High school doesn't teach about credit cards, interest, leasing a car. Heck, they don't even teach you about job interviews, work environment, nothing. They sit down and go, okay, in class, who got the right answer for number 4? Kelsey? Did you get it? Waste of time. You guys should go to your parents and apologize to them for wasting their money. The education and school system can go freaking flush it down the drain. Like a monkey who just had bad diarrhea.